The infamous ADX Supermax is where silence screams louder than words and every brick whispers tales of confinement. What does it take to survive in a place so relentlessly isolated and unforgiving that it's known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies? Let's get inside the worst prison of them all, ADX Supermax Prison. ADX Florence is like a parallel dimension where time is marked by routine monotony and where even the most well-behaved prisoners may find solace in a small screen broadcasting educational and religious programs. ADX Supermax Florence is an architectural marvel established in 1995 with a staggering $60 million budget. But behind this marvel is a place where sound is forbidden and even guards move with quietude. Since 2006, it has held the distinction of being the only prison in the United States with the most stringent regime. A fortress of isolation marked by three distinctive features. Firstly, its infrastructure is a testament to perfectionism, as if crafted by an idealistic architect driven to madness by the pursuit of flawlessness. Every cell and office glisten with cleanliness, devoid of shoe marks, insects, or burnt-out lamps. Secondly, the prison is constructed to be perfectly soundproofed. Special silent boots are issued to guards to ensure that not a whisper disrupts the deadly quiet reigning within its walls. Inmates spend 23 hours a day in fully soundproofed cells, isolated from each other, with lawyers permitted to traverse the facility but only allowed to meet with their clients. Thirdly, the prison is guarded by a special breed of sentinels. Unlike other prisons where contact between inmates and guards is inevitable, ADX Florence boasts guards with minimal interaction. Many activities, such as opening doors, are executed remotely, with inmates surveilled by video cameras. Guards adhere to strict instructions, avoiding eye contact and refraining from swearing in their monotonous daily duties. ADX Florence, among the vast sea of correctional facilities in the U.S., stands out as the sole practitioner of a control unit system. Criminals find themselves in maximum isolation, spending 23 hours alone, a measure taken against those deemed threats to national security or prone to serious crimes. The prison security arsenal extends beyond surveillance cameras to include motion sensors, a nearly 4-meter-long fence crowned with barbed wire or Bruno's spiral, and a constant armed escort for the most dangerous criminals. To ensure no contact between prisoners, the facility is meticulously soundproofed. In this highly controlled environment, all inmates reside in single cells measuring 3.5 by 2 meters, where every element, including furniture, is crafted from cast concrete. The plumbing is deliberately intricate, featuring automatic toilet blocking, timed showers, and sink taps absent to prevent self-harm. The small window, measuring 1.2 by 1.2 meters, reveals only a sliver of the sky and roof, strategically confusing prisoners about their surroundings. For well-behaved prisoners, a small screen akin to a mirror is installed, bolted to the wall, broadcasting educational and religious programs. Within the confines of ADX Florence, prisoners navigate a world of absolute solitude, communicating only through the silent exchange of food with guards. The prison's stringent regime extends to meal times, where mashed food is the norm to prevent self-harm. An hour of daily solitary exercise confined to a small enclosure offers a brief respite from isolation. Designed to house 490 inmates, ADX Florence aims to re-educate the most violent offenders over a 3-year period of extreme solitude. Admission is reserved for those who pose a threat to national security or exhibit severe violence within prison walls. Notably, the prison has remained free of COVID-19, credited to its stringent isolation measures. Incentivizing good behavior, the institution provides books, newspapers, and occasional access to radios and televisions. However, leniency is not extended to terrorists or threats to national security. No escape attempts have been recorded since ADX Florence's inception in 1995, thanks to a comprehensive security system comprising cameras, motion detectors, and a 3.7-meter barbed wire fence. ADX Florence has housed some of the most notorious and dangerous criminals, including terrorists and leaders of criminal organizations. Among the notorious inmates is Joaquin Guzman, the mastermind behind the Sinaloa drug cartel, serving a life sentence without parole. The prison's attention to detail includes anti-aircraft cables over the grounds and scrutinizing all reading materials for potential ciphers. In 2007, journalists noted the oppressive feeling of silence during their rare visit to ADX Florence, highlighting the prison's mechanical order. Today, the institution stands as a successful example of incarcerating and rehabilitating the most dangerous criminals, allowing some to attend group classes and returning the most obedient to less restrictive prisons after years of incarceration. In an interview with the Marshall Project, Travis Dusenberry, who spent a decade at ADX for assaulting a guard at another prison, described it as the most severe environment he had ever encountered. He remarked, "Nothing living, not so much as a blade of grass anywhere. It's so claustrophobic in there. It got to the point where absolutely anything that changed, like if I saw snow falling outside, was what allowed me to survive." Do you think Supermax prisons are unconstitutional?